We're going to pick today's video up exactly where I left it last night, right here, just for 1 second, because you guys are constantly saying like, hey Robbie, like I see you have all the artwork in the back, you know, you said you wanted some stuff for the garage when you first got it, do you still want stuff? Like, I'm not asking you guys to go out of your way or send anything, but a lot of you guys have art and you want it to be seen, and if you want to send artwork, I love getting the artwork. Like, I'll put it in the garage, I'll put it here, but I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying to answer all the questions, because people ask me this all the time, to answer everybody's question. I love artwork. I will never stop loving it. Anything that you guys have that you want to send me, I'm totally game for. Also, check out this collection of Hot Wheels. Like, look how far this has come. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I started this like maybe a couple months ago, and it's just like every time we go shopping, the grocery store has like a bunch of Hot Wheels, and I just kind of like pick my favorite one every time. This one was actually sent to me from a subscriber. It's not a Hot Wheel. Tomikas, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. Tomikas, they're like the little Japanese ones. But like, there's no Hot Wheels BRZ, so huge shout out to him for sending me this. This is super, super cool. Yo, do you guys think these reds match or what? I think that that's pretty close. Should I just leave it like that? Does that look good? So welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are all having a great day. If you guys are not caught up yet with what is happening here, if you're like, what the hell? I clicked this video, I don't know what's going on. Just go click right here, or maybe it's that side. Click one of those corners, go watch that video. Make sure you leave this one paused in another tab. Go watch it, catch up, come back, and then keep going. And for everyone else, there's not much of an introduction needed. I let this stuff dry all night long. You know, it only needed like half an hour or whatever, but super, super dry. It feels like a little bit raised, and now what you're supposed to do is like, I was using like 180 grit to sand this before. You're supposed to use like a 400 or something like that. You're supposed to use like a higher grit, because if you use too aggressive, it'll go right through the filler and just write it back into the Bondo. Yeah, it says 400 grit. So I'm gonna hit it with the 400, hopefully get it nice and smooth, and then we're just gonna do like pit checks today. So we're just gonna like do it, check for pits, and do it again. I don't wanna waste much time today. I wanna try and get this done as fast as possible because I just hate it. Nobody really likes sanding all day. Just, you know, it's just murderous to your arms. It's not that fun. So I'm gonna sand off this first layer, and then we can go ahead and check and see if it needs another layer. If it does, we'll do another one. I just realized not only am I having trouble breathing, I'm setting a horrible example for you guys. That's better. This actually worked pretty well. I didn't know what to expect with this stuff because I never used it before, but like if you look, all these tiny little holes, focus, all these tiny little holes are now like smooth because that stuff went in there and filled it very nicely. There's still a couple spots, like right here, still has a little bit of a nick that's pissing me off. There's still a couple other spots, but it's one of those things I don't think it's ever gonna be perfect. It's just gonna be closer than it was. So I think I'm gonna hit it at least one more time. What is that? Looks weird. I'm gonna hit it at least one more time with the filler and then let that dry and sand it off. And then I think I'm just gonna call it quits because I could do this till I die, but I don't think it's gonna be perfect, like I said. So probably one more round of filler and then we should be good. Oh, dude, that mask was way too tight today. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. Same old game, let dry sand it. Okay, I think these fenders are pretty good to go now. They look nice and dry. I'm gonna just do the same thing, I believe, just like the 400 on this, because that's what got it like super, super soft right here. So I'm just kind of trying to go for like the most finished look I can get. Part one of this video just went live like while I was inside eating lunch waiting for this to dry, and a lot of you guys are very positive about it. You're saying like, because I apologize in videos like this because I'm like, sorry, this video sucks, it's boring, and you guys are like, you know what, like I honestly really like these videos, and I just want to say thank you because that helps me. And I'm just like, wow, you know, I wish I could do something else because my people aren't gonna like this, and then it kind of bums you out. But then when you guys tell me you actually enjoy it or whatever, it makes it a lot easier for me to like keep going. Like today's video, it makes it a lot easier to keep going with it because I know you guys are actually enjoying it. So thank you, I love you guys. I also don't go fast forward and whatever to, you know, make it more entertaining for you. It's just so you don't hear my music. This was the best purchase ever. thought I heard someone show up at the door. Check that out. It's pouring rain today and it's like kind of cold, so I had the door like just a little bit open the whole day, like the garage door, but it just recently started like downpouring, so I closed it, and then I thought I heard the FedEx guy, but I didn't know, so I popped the door. FedEx guy came and went. We got some upgrades for the BRZ. I'm stoked. If you guys don't already know, just think about what the BRZ would be missing that Burke makes. That second layer of spot putty that I did actually did a fantastic job. Like, we never had it this nice before. When we did this the first time, it was never as like perfectly smooth, and like when you run your hand over this, it's like you're running your hand over like any other rounded part of the car. Like, it just feels like, you know, it was designed that way. It doesn't feel like it's all crappy and slapped together and like not supposed to be there. So what I'm gonna do next is I have like a high build primer filler, and basically this is like a primer, but it's also a little bit thicker. Anything that the putty didn't get, this will get in fill. So I'm gonna spray this just on the fenders. It's gonna be a little bit rough. I was debating not doing it at all and just leaving it until we decided how we were gonna change the color of this car, but I don't want it to rust because I actually came right down into the metal over here at one point because I was sanding it so aggressive because I was trying to get the curve like way better than it used to be. So if you look right here, this is, you know, raw metal, that's the car. So I'm just gonna roughly bag this up a little bit, paint it so that it's covered, and then also the best thing about when you paint it is that you can see any little ripples. So last time we thought we had it like so perfect, and then we painted it and we were like, oh wow, we missed a couple spots. And what I wanna do now is just paint it now, that way while I'm in here, while I'm in the mood, while I'm doing it, I can be like, okay, we did a good job, or okay, we need to go back at this. So I'll be shaking this for the next 5 minutes, and then I think I have a pretty straightforward plan for this. And then, like I said, it's just gonna be like rough and quick, so I'm basically gonna just bag the wheel so nothing gets on the wheel, tape the light. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is working with what I have, which is when we did it in the shop the first time, I had a bunch of like clear bags and stuff to go on that, but those are Emerson's, and I don't think we moved them to the garage yet. We should, but we haven't done it yet. So I'm just using what I have. I have like garbage bags and grocery bags and whatever. But what you have to understand before you freak out about this, you have to understand this. This is not the final product. When we did it last time, we did way better job with the painting. Like, we bagged it properly, we did all that, because we knew we were gonna be driving it around for a couple months with the results that we got. So we like tapered the bags and we did a bunch of crap. We're not doing that today. Today is about getting primer on there so that that little spot doesn't rust in case, you know, I don't get to doing anything to the car for another week or so. I don't want that to rust. But basically, whether we wrap it, dip it, paint it, we're still gonna have to come back one more time and just clean everything. Like, just completely clay bar or sand, or depending on what you guys choose. The whole car is gonna need to get one more makeover, just a slight one. So this is not perfect. This is just until the makeover so it doesn't rust. We're still gonna try, just it's not like 100%. There, that's literally perfect. That's all we need for right now. That looks awesome. You can see that it looks way better just with 2 coats. Like, you can actually tell that it's gonna look a lot smoother. When you look from up here, it's nice and round. Like, everything looks amazing. But that's it, I'm not gonna go crazy. Like I said, there's no point in putting like 5 coats on this, because if we're gonna end up painting it, we're gonna have to sand it again. I'm still gonna sand this before we wrap it, dip it, or whatever, but I'm gonna let us figure out what we're doing first, because that indicates the level of sanding that goes into it. So, also, to answer some more questions that I'm reading in the comments right now, yes, that is my BMX bike. Those of you that are around, when I first moved to BC, I was making car videos, I was running really low on money. I was like, I'm just gonna make bike videos. Like, I used to bike when I was growing up, so I bought a bike, and I made like 2, maybe 3 bike videos, and at the exact same time I did that, my channel caught traction due to cars. So we, you know, kind of the biking died down and the cars picked back up, and we've been going up ever since, which is amazing. But the reason it's in here is because it's been under my deck, because I never rode it after that. I think I went out like 3 times maybe this year, and I didn't film it because I just did it for me. But it was under the deck, so I took it out, put it in here because I want to get air back in the tires. I want to start riding a little bit just for fun. I want to just get back on it. So that, yes, it's mine. That's why it's here. I did this one. Looks exactly the same as the other side. Again, I'm super, super happy with how this turned out. It literally couldn't look better compared to what it was before. So this is done. It stinks in here. I think I'm gonna open the doors and just let everything air out because I don't want to keep the doors closed and make the whole house smell like paint. So that's kind of be where I end it today because I'm gonna go inside, do some research about Twitch and all this crap that you guys want to see. Then I'm gonna see, you know, what I think would work best for me. And I know like Patreons, like this is what I was saying yesterday, Patreons are great for some people, but for me, it just didn't seem like something I wanted to do. For whatever reason, it just didn't feel right. So I'm gonna go inside, do some research on what I can do with you guys. This is where I'm gonna end today's video. I hope you guys are stoked on the progress. I hope you guys love the new look, how clean and like actually nicely finished they look this time, as opposed to how they looked before. Although if I do go right now, I'm gonna have to clean up this mess another day, but it sounds like a problem for future Robbie. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace out and stay committed.